Hi guys, welcome to day 5 of the Rest and Reset, the 5 foundations for well-being, and today the focus is on sleep. So sleep is so important to the body. It helps us regenerate. It's when our organs can cleanse. It's also the time when our brain can declutter. So throughout the day, we're bombarded by lots of knowledge, lots of things to think about. And when we sleep, our brain actually gets the opportunity to sift through that knowledge, decide what's important to keep hold of and what it can let go, so that the next day there's space in there to take in all this new information. So if you've ever woken up in the morning and not had enough sleep and you have that horrible fuzzy head, that groggy, tired, foggy, heady feeling where you just can't focus, you can't concentrate and you can't think clearly, that's because you haven't given your brain that opportunity to spring clean so that it's prepared and ready for the next day. So sleep is really, really important to our body. It's vital, yet we don't give it the importance that it deserves. In fact, in our culture, quite often, we actually brag about how little sleep we need. Or we tend to stretch our days and put as much into it and then not get the amount of sleep that we know makes us feel good. Another thing I find is that many of my clients come to me and they just say, I can't sleep. But they don't prioritize their sleep. They don't create an evening wind down routine or an evening ritual. And therefore they get into their bed with a still hardwired kind of racing mind, and then get into bed and think, why can't I sleep? Well, just like we have a morning routine where we get up, we shower, we clean our teeth, we have breakfast, maybe coffee before we face the world, we prepare ourselves to face the world. We actually need to also prepare our body and our mind for sleep. So one of the things I love to do is light a candle. So anyone that knows me knows I love candles, especially when they smell so good. So lighting a candle is a really nice way to tell yourself that it's time to relax. It's time to switch off. Talking of switching off, a great thing to do is to actually have your phone so that it switches off at a certain time, so that you're not caught up with messages coming in when it's time to relax, and you don't find yourself scrolling through the phone late at night rather than going to sleep. Another thing I find really helpful is to have a nighttime tea or sleepy time tea, and they usually contain something like chamomile, lavender or other relaxing herbs. And again, when you have a sleepy time tea each night, it's just telling your brain, okay, it's coming up for bedtime, it's time to unwind. I also love a good book. So getting into bed and reading a book helps you unwind. It helps you clear your mind, stop thinking about things and just switch off. So talking about thinking about things, if you tend to be an overthinker, you get into bed and worry. You think about everything that went wrong in your day, everything that you don't like, everything you're not happy with. Guess what happens? Those thoughts actually ruminate in your brain for 4 hours when you go to sleep, and they create new neural pathways. negative neural pathways, pathways that make you feel more stressed, unhappy, and fearful. So instead of getting into bed and worrying about everything that did go wrong, instead, if that's your tendency, I recommend journaling earlier in the evening. Get a journal out and just get all that stuff out of your head onto paper and out of your mind. And instead, when you get into bed, have a gratitude practice. Think about everything you did love, everything that did go well, everything that did make you happy. And therefore, when you go to sleep, those beautiful thoughts will ruminate in your brain and create happy neural pathways. So you wake up happier. It's a win-win situation. So I hope today's video has been of interest to you. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you if you've been following along all week. Now, the reason I created this rest and reset was because I really needed it. About 3 weeks ago, I injured my back. I had a slip disc and trapped nerve, and I literally couldn't move. I couldn't walk. I was in a lot of pain and couldn't sleep. So I decided that I really needed a rest and reset to focus on my health. And I thought I'd share it with you. So I hope you're feeling better for just having this week of focusing on your health and focusing on your well-being. And I really, really hope that you're feeling better for it. Let me know with a comment in the box. I love to read your comments. And if this has been helpful to you, please let me know with a like or a comment, and share with anyone else you think it might help. So I'm sending you lots of love. I'm thanking you for joining me on my rest and reset week. And I'm wishing you a wonderful sleep tonight and lots of sweet dreams. Ciao for now.